If your demands aren't met with the government, what happens next?
If our demands are met by the government, I can't predict. Okay. But then we can farm, then we can produce food. And I think the nature can survive our farming because it has been surviving our farming for centuries. So it's not a problem at once because we are having our permission into a model, a scientific model. It has nothing to do with reality. The reality is fine, the nature is fine, the farming is fine. So we want to turn our government back to reality.
It's certainly a major crisis, but it also offers us a unique opportunity. Now is the time to make the changes we need to build a climate resilient world, to increase prosperity and improve public health, but also to build back better.
But we say no, we want a democratic discussion. We don't want to negotiate with somebody who is not able to change the rules.
So the Netherlands is very much pushing in Europe to increase that target to 55% as a European Union. And that means that you have to look at all the instruments and all the options available to really achieve it.
So in this democratic country, we want to vote for our rules and regulations like we have been doing for 200 years, and we want to stay to the system.
This is Lewis Brackpool for Rebel News, and today we're in Erbeek in the Netherlands, where farmers have set up a blockade around the centre of Erbeek, and we have the press coming here where the farmers are going to be addressing the mainstream media to talk about why they are protesting these green policies. And we've got tractors all set up here, and you can even see the Canadian flag flying high right in the centre. So it's clear to see that they are standing in solidarity with the trucker convoy in Ottawa. And we're going to ask a few people around in the area before the press conference starts to get their view on the situation.
And they have all the weapons and all the tools to basically kill us. So who knows what will happen? These are the preconditions for the next weeks. That's why I was about to travel into the world, and I see this happening, and I cancelled all my traveling plans because I want to be there where the action is, where we write history, and I want to give my share, whatever that can be, to back up for stand up for what's right. It's all about stand up for what's right. Listen to your internal compass and stand up for that. And that is what we're losing. And that's what we don't see in the present politicians. They have lost the connection with their internal compass. They have no idea about intuition, about feeling.
It's not, the government is not for the people. It's only for a system, for the richest, the 1% richest man. And now they have a plan for 2030.
Yeah.
And now, the farmers now are on the bird. And then we, the people, there's no food, no money.
What do you think is going to happen if the farmers' demands are not met by the Dutch government?
I think they go further with the signals given to the government. Because if they don't listen, and that's what they say, they won't listen, then there has to be happen something. So the farmers, they gonna go further with the actions. It's necessary. We don't hope it's gonna go further, but it has to be if the government stays with their own opinion.
The farmer, he has to reduce 95% of his emissions. Of course, this is impossible. Of course, there's no scientific reason. The government keeps on telling us it's just pure science we are now having in our policy. There's not a choice for us anymore. It is science only.
My name's Lewis. I'm with Rebel News. We've flown from the UK and Canada to report on these protests. Have you managed to get any form of contact with the Dutch government about your demands?
Up till now, no. they've pointed out a negotiator, and he will start in August. And today, our government is going on holidays till September. Right. So we're here to talk to nobody.
Do you have a message for them who are turning their backs and not giving you a fair say?
Yeah. Well, they're just making us rebellers, and their rules and regulations seem to be political. Yeah. So the rules and regulations are scientific and clean, and you cannot opposite against it. You cannot stand up against it, because then you're non-scientific. But we say make the rules and regulations in this country political again. Make it a discussion and make it a choice, so that the people can vote for it. We don't want to be ruled by science only.
Myself and Lincoln J are following updates of the Dutch farmers who are demonstrating against the Dutch government about the radical green policies. If you'd like to support our work, you can head on over to farmerrebellion.com to support our work, help chip in and donate, and keep the updates going.
Yes, guys, through that website you can stay up to date with all of our coverage so you do not miss a beat. Right behind us is just one of many protests happening across the Netherlands in relation to new environmental policies the government here is trying to implement. So go to farmersrebellion.com and consider donating if you can. It's not cheap for us to get over here, guys. If you want to help out with our travel, food, and accommodation costs, you can donate through that same website.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.